Hey, what's up everybody, Mike here, and I want to make a quick video showing you what is currently on my Nexus 6 device in a physical manner. Now, you're going to notice right off the bat that I do have a carbon fiber skin, and a lot of people have been asking me through comments and what have you of where this came from. This is in fact a D brand carbon fiber skin, and they don't just make carbon fiber skins specifically. They do have multiple colors for the carbon fiber as well as different texturized units available, both for the back and the front of the device, as well as customizable options to change the Nexus being displayed, whether you just want to show this, the X, or completely cover it up, as well as putting certain color options through your dimple and the actual camera ring. So there's a lot of different options you can choose from. You can also completely customize and get certain logos placed on the back or cutouts in any arrangement or any order you want, but it might take a little bit longer for those to process. And of course, I will leave all of the links in the description below for not only this, but everything else I go over throughout this video. One of the other things that I would like to mention is the tempered glass on my unit. A lot of people have been asking me in comments as well, which tempered glass I use. Now, there's a lot out there right now that are all going to offer the same protection. Now, they are going to be different cutouts in terms of the actual width and lengths, but one of the ones I've been using is the Extreme Guard Spartan tempered glass, and I actually got these completely free throughout the entire process. The first units I received back in, I believe it was early December, weren't fitting properly, and a lot of people had the issues with the halo effect all the way around the edge. They were basically just too large to fit the display to begin with, because they didn't take into the fact that, you know, it had the rounded corners when the device came out. So it was just a slight mistake on their end, not a big deal. They have great customer service, and they actually sent me back a second pair of revisions within, I think it was a week or a week and a half. It was really, really quick, and they actually fit the device pretty well. The cutouts were pretty great, but I did still have some issues. There was a little bubble here adhesive issue around my proximity sensor. Fortunately enough, it didn't cause any issues, and my phone still functions properly. You know, if I make a call and I place the phone onto my ear, it will indeed, you know, deinitialize or darken the screen or turn it off, basically. So no issues there. Like I said, they have great customer service. So if you run into any problems, they will either refund your money or send you a newer screen that might work with your device. So can't fault them there. I paid $0 in the end and got 4 different screen protectors to use throughout the process. In terms of cases, a lot of you are aware that I have a lot of case reviews in my YouTube channel. And one of the ones I always keep coming back to is, in fact, the Rinky Fusion. The Rinky cases in general are pretty great. And just to show you guys really quick some of the highlights with this, if you do have a D brand skin or a skin in general, or something on the back of your device to show off, you know, what it looks like, this is a great case, the Rinky Fusion, because it does in fact show off the back of your case. It's a crystal clear polycarbonate. You know, it does scratch up, but it's held up pretty well. I've had this for about 3 months, or just about 2.5 months. And I'm pretty rough on my phone. I'm not crazy. I don't work in a construction environment or anything like that. And it's held up pretty well. There's not too many scratches on here from taking it out of my pocket and laying it down on certain surfaces and what have you. But it does have some very nice features. You know, you have these flaps on both the top and bottom to go into your micro USB and your 3.5mm headphone jack. So it's going to keep any dust, water, or elements in general from getting into your device. So that's a really great feature if you like full protection. And it does in fact cover up your entire siding, both on top, bottom, sides, as well as the volume rockers, which a lot of cases don't offer all of those specific features. You know, sometimes they just offer a couple. Another thing I forgot to mention was it does have your microphone cutout on the back as well, which is perfectly cut out. And there is some beveling going. This one actually goes downwards, you know, and this one will not interfere with the back. The back is completely smooth, but it does, you know, go down a little bit. So it does highlight and bevel or emboss the actual Nexus logo. But the front by the camera and dual LED ring flash is going outwards. So you do have this little bump, and it comes off really, really nice. And it doesn't really offer anything on the back like to keep it from rocking or swaying when you're using the device. That's just the Motorola design. You know, that's just how they make their phones. It's really, really nice in the hand. But when you lay it flat on a table, you know, they tend to wobble and twist about. And there's not any case out right now that will take away that issue for most people. So you're going to have to hold it in your hand. You know, don't expect to buy this case, put it on the table, and expect it to lay flat. So I want to make that clear. But overall, this is a really solid case for, you know, very, very low cost value. It's like $12, I think, on Amazon. Or at least that's what I bought it for with my Prime account shipped. And it just goes in the case, or the phone rather, very, very easily. As you see, I had no effort, no problem whatsoever putting this on there. You're also going to see this nice little lanyard option. I don't use this too much, but I put it on here for the review just to show it off. And you know, if you're prone to dropping your device or your device slips out of your hand a lot, this is another great feature that comes with this case. You know, it has a little lanyard option you can throw in there with just about any strap that will fit in here. I just ripped one off of my camera, my little point and shooter, and it fits in there no problem. So you got that extra security if you're worried about your big ass phone falling out of your hand. You know, it happens. You know, no one's perfect. We're human, and you know, things happen. And this is just a great way to resolve that issue, or an option with this case in general. But it looks great. I mean, you can't deny the fact that it shows off that back of the Nexus, whether you have a skin or not. You know, you're able to see that, and it still provides protection for it. So you're not going to have any scratches or anything when you lay it down on a table. Another great thing is you can lay it down face first as well, even with a tempered glass protector, and you don't have to worry about it laying on the actual screen protector itself, the tempered glass or those speaker grills, because you do have a very nice lift all the way around the edge with this particular case. So it is going to completely protect you full 360 degrees. So really great stuff. Very inexpensive. You know, skins are roughly $10 up to, I think, $12 from D-Brand. So very, very cheap there and cost effective, as well as the case, roughly about $12. If you don't have a Prime account, it might cost you a little bit more to ship it unless it's free shipping, and you can wait like a week or so for it to come in, depending where you buy it from. But overall, some really, really great stuff here. Just wanted to show you guys and get you kind of up to date on what I'm using, if you had any questions there. And another thing I forgot to mention was, you know, the power and volume rockers on this case are very, very tactile. There, you can hear the feedback. Everything sounds great, and they do divide very well, so you can feel the difference between the power buttons and the volume rockers. You can tell the difference. A lot of cases, you know, it's kind of hard figuring out what button's what, and you're hitting the wrong button sometimes. And even just holding the phone in your hand, you can accidentally push those buttons sometimes, which becomes a kind of a nuisance and kind of an annoyance. And with this case, you can actually hold it pretty firmly, and it's not going to push those buttons by, you know, accident or anything like that. And they're still very easy to press. I'm not trying to say that it's hard to push the buttons. I would show you, but I had my phone off for this presentation just to alleviate the problems of running into some issues while putting it on and off. But very great stuff here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely punch that like button, and definitely leave any comments or questions down below. I will leave everything you need informationally wise to get the case, the skins, or the tempered glass on the front in the description below. If you need to get any information, it'll be down there. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.